right, so it's not that we don't love RVing, because we do. We've been doing it for 3.5 years. But we for sure miss the more adventurous side of overlanding, off-roading, car camping, truck camping, whatever you want to call it. Y'all, it's always an adventure on this channel. We got the Jeep loaded to the gills. Don't mind our trash up there, but it is absolutely loaded with camping gear. As you can tell, we got a cooler, we got everything locked and loaded, and the reason is it's because we're doing something really cool in this video, and I'm freaking pumped. We got Lincoln, of course. Cubby, say hi, Cub. Hi, guys. He's ready to roll. We got everything loaded up. We got his bassinet, we got sleeping bags, we got camping pads, cooler. We even have dog food for Zamboni because she's coming, obviously. Huh, Zam? Huh, Zam? So can't wait to show you guys what we're doing in this video on this trip. Hopefully our noble steed, known as the Jeep, does a good job. It's been doing great. This is going to be a pretty good journey for it. Well, I hope everything goes well. Wish us luck. Filled up fuel, topped off the old oil in the old LS on the old Waggy here.
Got some groceries.
Got groceries,
diapers,
water,
all the necessities.
and now we're topping off Cub, and then we're gonna start our journey to Ironridg, Colorado. What do they call it? The
Switzerland of America.
Switzerland of America. Let's go.
Started the $1 Million Highway, the most beautiful stretch of highway in America, in my personal opinion. Oh, Cubby doesn't like it though. I drove this towing the Nash trailer last year with the Ram, and the most difficult part about it is keeping your eyes on the road because it's so beautiful. You want to just keep looking every which direction at all of the beautiful scenery. After Ouray, we made our way to Ridgeway, where we met up with the guys from Ironridg trailers. Once we were hitched up, we got nailed by a massive thunderstorm. Some stubborn cows, but I think they're kind of didn't know where to go. They're kind of stuck on this road, and there's a lot of trees and whatnot, so just gave them time, gave them space, went slow, and they slowly started going. So beautiful, babe. Wow, we're in a forest. All right, guys, we've made it to camp. We're super stoked. The Ironridg towed so well. It was so much fun because we're in such a more remote location. No way we'd bring the trailer up here. No way whatsoever. I don't even think we could bring the Nash up here. It would be debatable. There are a couple ravines that cross this trailer up pretty good. We'll show you guys some footage of that, hopefully. We're gonna get that on the way out. But so now I leveled it on one rock down here to get it side to side pretty level. And then the game plan is to obviously unhitch right there,
drop the jack down, get it as level as possible, and then we'll set up the tent. We may set up the awning as well. We're in a beautiful spot. This forest is very thick, and we'll show you guys the view in a minute. Super pumped.
Hey, look what we have. We have a sweet overlanding trailer. We're overlanders now.
This was the surprise, guys. I'm so excited. Ironridg Trailers reached out to us and they're like, hey, do you guys want to take a trailer out? And we're like, heck yeah. Can we bring our 3-month-old son? And they're like, heck yeah. And we're out here. We are, we're kind of close to Telluride, Colorado. It is freaking beautiful.
We're out in the national forest out here, and it feels like we're in a rainforest because it's rainy and
so
beautiful.
Nice. All right, dear. Excellent dinner. We always like to try to go for a walk after dinner. We're such old people. But we're gonna go show you guys this view. There's a couple really nice spots right here. I talked to these nice people and they showed us where some other ones were, and their view is freaking sick.
Yes, the sun has finally decided to come out.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful night.
It's quite nice now. What are you whacking me with?
Oh,
dog leash. I was like, what's hitting my leg?
Sorry, I couldn't even see what I was doing. So damn, Daniel.
It's so nice.
Look at that view. Wow.
All right, so it's not that we don't love RVing, because we do. We've been doing it for 3.5 years. But we for sure miss the more adventurous side of overlanding, off-roading, car camping, truck camping, whatever you want to call it. You can just get to more remote places. We're up here. The views are insane. It's a little bit like, you know, off-roady. I mean, just look at this. It looks fake.
Looks like a freaking postcard.
Does, right? So our goal with the travel trailer was to be able to have a home base, and we eventually thought that we would love to get a slide-in camper to go in the bed of the Ram. And that's our goal. We want to put a slide-in camper, one of those pop-up styles, in there so we can just pull up and do some of this on the side, you know, and get out of the RV occasionally.
And it would also be really nice to have a camper like that, to have like a separate office space for one of us to use. You know, maybe one person's in the trailer with the kid, and the other person, if they really need some focus time or some quiet time, go in the camper, because we don't have any sort of dedicated office space in our trailer right now. We just both sit at the dinette. And it's just kind of all like one big open area for the most part.
Yeah, it works okay, but I think when maybe Lincoln starts screaming a little bit more, because he's so dang good right now, we might need to have something different. Also, if we ever have friends or family come visit while we're boondocking or whatnot, they could stay in the camper and have their own space, their own fridge, their own little area. So we see it being a very good setup, and that was kind of our goal, why we got a travel trailer. Obviously, that wouldn't work if we had a fifth wheel. And I know people would say, well, just get a big old fifth wheel and then you can have separate spots. Kind of, yes, but you're still close. We could park that truck as far away as we want and you'll have pure silence. Oh, and we didn't even tell you guys where we are. So obviously we were in Durango. We drove through Ouray and then down to Ridgeway. And then now we are on, what the heck's it called?
Last Dollar Road.
Last Dollar Road. This is absolutely beautiful. Probably an old mining road.
So,
and go ahead.
Sorry, if you want to show like the view behind us. So around like that corner that way is actually Telluride, which we're gonna go drive all the way down this hill tomorrow.
Yeah.
And go to that town.
I think we'll probably leave the trailer here.
Yeah.
And just go down and explore Telluride, come back, spend another night up here. It's so beautiful up here.
And it's so quiet.
It's so quiet.
There's no sound. You can't hear anything.
It's damn chipmunks.
Except for the chipmunks yelling at Zamboni.
All right, y'all. First night was a great success. This rooftop tent is massive. We both felt like we had plenty of room with Zamboni and with Cub stuff up there as well. He slept pretty good. We all slept good, really. We're making some coffee, probably go for a walk, and then I think we'll try to get ready to give you guys a full-on tour of this trailer and show you all the features that it has from Ironridg trailers. Obviously, we'll link them in the description below in case you want to check one out for yourself. The big theme with these things is utility, like multi-purpose, so we're going to show you that. All right, y'all, so we moved spots. We now have an epic view. It's insane. It was worth it. It was a short move. Now we're gonna give you a tour of the trailer so you can kind of see all the features that it has. All right, guys, so the main thing here is that you have a nice place to sleep. So this is a 23-0 walkabout 87. I'm assuming that's the size. The thing is massive. Plenty of room for me, Melissa, Zamboni, all of Lincoln's stuff, and Lincoln up there. Super nice. It has these little coverings so you don't get rain in there. It folds out. It has dual ladders, which is really nice because in the middle of the night, if you got to go to the bathroom, each of you have your own ladder and each of you have your own door. Super nice. Tent is rad. And then obviously as well, they have like these Molly style panels where you can bolt gas cans. It's hard to tell, but this is like a snowboard or ski rack. So it just has a lot of versatility. Another thing we thought was cool is they put 2-inch receivers in the sides of the trailer. So then this has a dual bike rack that folds down. Right now it's holding the cover for the tent. But typically they have the receivers on both sides of the trailer. And you could put one bike on each side, or you could put extra gas or what have you. It just gives you a lot of flexibility. One thing that we really thought was so cool about Ironridg is the fact that this is a dual purpose trailer. So if you look here, they have some of these cam latches, one on each side. And what that's for is when the tent is completely folded up, you can lift the whole back of it so that you can load a quad, you can load dirt bikes, you could put a refrigerator in there, firewood, whatever you want. And basically, the whole tent will be up at an angle. You can see it has gas struts back here, which help lift it up. They demoed it for us, but unfortunately didn't film it. It goes up with ease. You don't even have to help it whatsoever. That is a super, super cool feature. So obviously they put a hitch receiver back there so you can do a bike rack, extra storage, whatever. This thing has so much storage. They do trailer jacks there. The reason they do that is in case you're off kilter, like we are. You can tell the tire is almost off the ground right there. It levels the trailer out. But when they're not in use, so you have high clearance, they get stashed right here, up out of the way. You can see all the high clearance that they have. A big thing that they do as well is they do matching rims and tires. So the owner of this trailer has the same setup on his Jeep. Just looks cool. Everything's nice, uniform, awesome. This is cool. Obviously you need water when you're camping. So underneath here, and you can see how recessed up it is, they offer a 15-gallon water tank. I like that it's completely skid plated. It's all the way underneath. You don't have to worry about dragging that thing because that is stout. But look at the clearance all the way from the back to the front. That is Timbren axle-less suspension. What is super nice about that is it rides very well. You can see right here, basically this is just a big bushing that the trailing arm bounces on, and it makes you have a really nice ride. And there's no axle in the middle to get hung up on rocks. You can see from the front, literally all the way to the back, there's nothing to get you hung up on, which is what you want when you're off-roading on technical trails. So one of the really cool things is obviously you have a fridge, you have a solar panel, and in the front here, over here, you have batteries that will keep everything charged up. The fridge is quite nice. It's an ARB. They had it turned on for us, ready to go, nice and cold. And then you guys got to remember, with these trailers, everything is customizable. So like I said, this one is very simple, but typically they will do like a 2-burner stove here that pulls out. So you have a really big, massive kitchen area. And then on top of that, which is convenient, is they have this 270-degree awning right here. We'll set it up later because we're going to town. We don't want it to, you know, be affected by the wind. But anyways, the awning literally covers over here all the way across and across the back. So you're getting the front and the back of the trailer and the whole side. So when you're here cooking in your camp kitchen, it is super nice. This is our little storage box. But what I also like too is these big flat fenders. They give you a lot of area just as a usable table per se, which is super nice. So this box houses your batteries, your charge controller and everything. And then they got all the output plugs on the outside here, additional solar. And this is just kind of a standard box, but they actually are making their own boxes now that are a bit wider, that go side to side and give you a lot more space. So like I said, all of this stuff is customizable with these guys. It really wouldn't be an off-road trailer if it didn't have a lock and roll hitch. So this is the trailer side. Basically, it can go side to side quite a bit, which allows you to turn. And then it's hard to tell, but here, this part couples up with the receiver side. So let's go take a look at the Jeep. Those 2 pins fall into here, then these flip over, and then you would put your pin through. So it's covered on both sides. It's nice and strong. And then now, on top of that, so obviously it went side to side, but the whole trailer itself, I mean, technically it could go in a whole circle. But basically now, it can do one of these. So when you're off-roading, nothing's getting bound up, you have no issues. It just gives you the full flexibility for the trailer to be independent from the Jeep. Just a reminder, this is Ironridg trailers. They're out of Montrose, Colorado, and they have 3 different model sizes that are all customizable. Surrounded by the San Juan Mountains, Telluride is quite the town to see. With a backdrop of Bridal Falls and Black Bar Pass, you're not going to want to miss this small mountain town. We arrived on a Friday and the town was quite busy. There was a jazz festival in town, as well as all the great outdoor recreation. We walked through a few shops, obviously got a coffee, and explored the area. It was Melissa's first time in this town, and she liked it quite a bit, although it seemed busy for our tastes.